was always such a quiet kid, which might come as a surprise to folks who listen to my show or anyone who knows me lately. But my mom used to tell the story of how in Russia there was a version of Wheel of Fortune there, and part of that show is that they would bring the guest people's, like their families up and their kids come up. And my mom, I remember one time she was like, "Oh, you would just cry." She was like, "You would just cry if someone."
I think I was that kid too.
Yeah. And so I think that was so kind of by nature being someone who's just a little bit more shy, and then being thrown into these, as you can probably imagine, kind of in hindsight, kind of tumultuous environments where you're like, I was always having to, in some way, subconsciously learn a new language, figure out what people were talking about, figure out what was going on at a very, very young age without having anyone kind of guide me through what way to do that. I think definitely influenced my voice in that I had to very quickly, or with I had no choice but to find those connections or find those inroads with people, because if I wasn't going to do it, like literally no one was going to do it for me. No one was going to like start speaking Spanish with me or speaking Russian with me.